So hi, welcome to episode 5. Just before we get to the introductions and everything else, I just want to say that today's episode is going to have a lot of PlayStation 5 updates. Like, there's a lot of stuff going on. Then we're just going to talk a little bit about Get Right and what they're doing on the Yalla Cup, and then we're going to just, move through esports, but there's just a ton of PlayStation. Today is like a PlayStation 5 update. I'm so sorry. We wanted to do like a quick table of contents, but it all just merges into like, holy hell, what the hell is going on kind of thing. So, enjoy! Hi, welcome to Downtime. This is episode 5. Today in the studio you have me, myself, Alan, and also Walter. But since I forgot my mask, we're going to be doing this from now on.
Hello guys, I am today the Wild Man Walter P, and we're going to get started with former world champion and Ninjas in Pajamas player Get Right is playing the Yogi Yalla Cup qualifier, or well, he did, and he qualified with him and his mixed team. The former world champion is playing the tournament with a number of other players from the Swedish scene. The lineup consists of Get Right, Rez, Lekro, Pita, and Yaquino. So shout out to my boy Jack, I see you out there, making moves, brother. Get Right actually managed to hit a pretty nutty shot during this game. He posted the clip to Twitter, check it out. All this took place during the 7th out of 8 qualifiers for this event. There is one more final qualifier left, so if you want the chance to play against Get Right and company, and maybe even my team, make sure to sign up for that next and final qualifier on eSportal.
Going into some PlayStation 5 news, a lot of which is to come on this show today. The first one is from a user that was reposted on comicbook.com. Not Patrick tweeted out the following. What? I wanted to share a screenshot of a wonderful Astros playroom, but the PS5 asked me to remove profanity to continue. Not sure what the profanity is. Marketing, maybe? Anyway, it's still a delightful game. So the user, Not Patrick, wasn't able to tweet out from his PlayStation 5 UI to Twitter because there's apparently a censorship feature that is now implemented into that kind of, system, which is kind of good, but censoring your social media marketing channels on your own platform might backfire, might not. Let's see. Hopefully they built it very well. It seems that it has a few little issues to go through though. Moving on to CD Projekt Red, they just put out their quarterly earnings report, which shows us 2 very important things. One, The Witcher 3 is still making tons of money for them, as reported on PC Gamer and other news sites. And 2, by looking through the quarterly report, they put in that CD Projekt Red's flagship game, Cyberpunk 2077, which has been had a few delays, notably, and also notably online, has put the date everywhere that it's going to be launching December 10th. So that's basically a very good way for them to tell their investors that it's definitely happening. So that's basically what we know so far. CD Projekt Red is definitely committing to a 10th of December launch. So finally we get to play, Cyberpunk 2077. It's going to be great. Especially now for all those people with their PCs at home that want to play something because they can't get a hold of their new consoles. A lot more about that to come because damn, it's been a week for PlayStation.
Now for some news that's a little less wholesome from the Counter-Strike scene. Former world champion and current Fnatic player Crims has just received a VAC ban. The Swedish Counter-Strike player reached out to Valve on Twitter asking for help on the issue. Many players have been reporting under the recent weeks false VAC bans being applied to their accounts. Many of these reports are coming from China, where the third-party matchmaking client 5E has found a way to circumvent CSGO's trusted mode. Though I am doubtful that Crims was using the 5E client as he lives in Sweden, there isn't a lot of information out there on this topic right now. Allegedly there's an update to VAC that came out recently, and a lot of people are getting false positives, but we'll just have to wait and see what the result of all this is. Hopefully Crims can get his account back.
So it seems that OGN, one of the original esports channels out of Korea, which has existed for 20 years and done all the production content for a lot of the classic StarCraft games and a lot more interesting things for Riot and League of Legends and things like that, is apparently going to close at the end of 2020. Monte Cristo tweeted out that he was very sad to see it go. He's also posted a lot of remembrance tweets about his time with OGN. And on the sidelines, everyone's saying that due to the pandemic and also the internalization of tournament production at Riot Games and Blizzard, for example, OGN's income is not enough to keep them viable. So unfortunately, after 20 years, a legacy ends. However, it isn't completely confirmed that OGN is closed because the Korean news site that posted about it, Sports News Neighbor, has here's a whole bunch of Korean text. But basically the news says that the channel's history, it's going to end in 2020. And no one's actually confirmed that. So we're hoping that they keep going, but seems like no one's refuting that either, so we'll see. OGN has been like one of the key pieces that has helped put together esports content for 20 years. And we thank you so much for your service. We hope that everybody lands on their feet right after.
Now, a scary scam is making the rounds once again on Steam, but that's no news. The issue is that this one's a little bit different. Reports are coming out that with this scam, you don't actually even need to sign in to anything. Reports have been coming out over the past few days that this new scam can access your account without you actually even logging in. All you need to do is click the link. So be aware, don't be clicking any fishy links that your friends are sending you. One example happened to North American pro player Junior, who apparently lost $20,000 in skins. The scam presented itself as one of, honestly, the oldest tricks in the book, where a friend will send you a link asking you to vote for their team to participate in a tournament. How people are still falling for this type of scam is quite frankly beyond me. This kind of thing has been around for a very long time, but you know, there are people out there who are unaware. Now you are. Be careful out there, folks. There is some information out there about how you may be able to protect yourself from this kind of scam. One of those ways being enabling Steam's family mode features, which introduce another layer of security to your account. Make sure to give it a look in case you fear for the safety of your account.
So, it seems that a lot of PlayStation 5s are being stolen. Aftonbladet has put together a little compilation of tweets that we can show you here. But it's no surprise that one of the largest commodities that's out there right now, and demand is super high, supply is super low, that people are stealing PlayStation 5s. So a lot of people that are having packages sent to them are having their packages replaced with something completely different. Does it surprise you that people are stealing PlayStation 5s? God, there's so much news for PlayStation today. It's insane, absolutely crazy. I did the head thing on purpose.
Yep.
Moving on to a little bit more positive news on the PlayStation 5. This is a very short update. Steam has now allowed that the PlayStation 5 controller can now be used in the game. So if you play any games with controllers on your Steam account on your PC, feel free to use your PlayStation 5 controller. It works. I should actually just bundle these. So this is a ton of PlayStation 5 updates here from me. I'm just gonna go through these as I come there's just PlayStation 5 everywhere. The news is insane. Everything's going crazy. We're going to start off with PlayStation tweeting out a few days ago the following. We want to thank gamers everywhere for making the PlayStation 5 launch our biggest console launch ever. Demand for the PlayStation 5 is unprecedented, so we wanted to confirm that more PlayStation 5 inventory will be coming to retailers before the end of the year. Please stay in touch with your local retailers, which is probably driving local retailers crazy. Yeah, so PlayStation just put out a tweet a few days ago, and now everybody there is, if you just read the comments, we will scroll through them here. Just look at the comments. Oh my lord, people are just losing their minds. Where are our PlayStations? How are they being taken? Why don't you have any more? The general theory is, now going back into it, that it's not a shipping problem as much as it is a production problem, and they haven't actually produced that many. So, because of the crazy demand that there's been this year, specifically all the way from March and of course the pandemic pushing a lot of people to stay at home, a lot of people have been buying like crazy. Some users have actually reported that their websites or retailer sites have had Black Friday-esque traction on electronic goods, gaming goods, simply all the way since March. So it's not really because people are, botting or stealing or all these things. The production was just set for a normal year, and the pandemic has just pushed people into fix your home, get your gaming stuff going, and then that's basically it. Everyone's in agreement that PlayStation could not have seen this coming. They kind of could, but could they really have pushed production forward before then or after? Some people are saying Sony's doing this on purpose to sell out, to not compete with numbers with Xbox. And now they can just go out and be wow, this is our best launch ever. We sold out everything. Of course you did. Pandemic, everything going on. But then we're gonna go into a little bit more segue news here. So, because of this entire demand and supply thing, PlayStation's getting a lot of traction or heat on their Twitter. A Facebook group, actually not a Facebook group, a company. It's an actual company called Crep Cheap Notify. They mentor people on how to do reselling. So basically, hey, you buy a pair of sneakers for £100, so you can sell them in a few weeks for 180 when demand is up and people want to buy them, all that jazz. They have taken this entire situation with the PlayStation and the consoles to another level. So basically the group went out and said hey, in the UK, our group, which is not a bot, at least the people say that they have been botting, but they say that they have a whole bunch of users and employees that have just been buying PlayStation 5s like crazy when they've gone a line on retailer sites. They have bought and resold 2,457 consoles like right now, but they've already bought like 3,500 PlayStation 5s. A lot of people are losing their shit about this because they are just buying them to resell them. But yeah, no, people are super upset about this, but they went like, hey man, we have no regrets, and now they've actually just posted another Facebook. Like, I love these guys. They just like give no Fs. Like, they just went like, they give no fucks whatsoever, man. They went out and they just posted like, we are now live in the United States. Our users have generated over £2 million of profit in the EU market in a year, and now they're just going out and they're gonna keep doing this. I don't know how, but like the retailers are gonna actually now be seeing a lot more people professionally trying to resell consoles in the future, games, exclusive merchandise and all that. And someone has to put a stop to this because something is gonna go wrong real fast. Oh yeah, news for Xbox. Nothing bad has happened. Congratulations Xbox. However, those consoles that people are looking to get, they just said like, hey, not gonna have any until probably April, so wait it out. PlayStation, like giving no information, is making people just lose their minds. In some super cool game-related news and movies, Milla Jokovic, better known for being in every single Resident Evil movie ever, is now part of the Monster Hunter universe because they're putting out a movie with that later in the year. And seeing as she's going to be put into the movie, they've also put her in the game now. So now you're going to be able to have her as a playable character in the Monster Hunter universe. Congratulations to Milla Jokovic. You are now the most every game movie ever. Can we have like a remake with Tomb Raider with Milla Jokovic? And then like what other movie should we make like with the games? What do you say, Walter?
Like a CSGO agent. Like, you know, they got these like player
Oh,
models.
yeah, she can be like an FBI agent. Put her in CS. Can we put Milla Jokovic in everything? That'd be cool. Yeah, it's gonna be cool. Some people are already kind of upsetty that they're seeing like the Monster Hunter movie coming out with, you know, oh my god, they've got guns and rocket launchers. But if you look at the trailer real closely, it only looks like it's there in the very beginning, and then they get pulled into the monster universe. And like every other trailer ever, stop putting half the movie in the trailer. We know what's gonna happen because we play the games and you do the thing and we like, no, they're gonna go there, they're gonna be like soldiers and shit, then the gun's not gonna work, and it's gonna be like, oh my god, look at them, they're like super powered or whatever. Like, the people that make trailers, could you just make it like interesting or like more teaser-esque, please? Please, thank you.
It seems that word behind the scenes is that Kiyoshima did not like the direction that the team was going. The team was in negotiations with K23 for the pickup of player Kiaz. Apologies if I'm mispronouncing that. This news comes following reports of the team's contact with K23, negotiating the transfer of player Kiaz to the team. Though it may have seemed from the outside that the team was finally coming together, on the inside, things aren't looking so bright. Considering the team has not played a single game together as a full five, this may be a project that has stalled in the water, according to Nell. Football legend Zlatan Ibrahimovic is currently taking his fight to Twitter. He just called out FIFA, EA, and an organization called FIFPro for profiting off of his likeness without his permission. All the information is out there. There are a couple threads on Twitter. Make sure to go check out his profile. It's all up there if you are looking for more information. All I have to say is, welcome to esports, bro. This is kind of how it is. Hopefully this much publicity around an issue like this can help us get our shit together.
So, that's the end of the show. Thank you so much for watching. Just a quick update. We're going to be starting an unboxing show. We start filming on Friday next week. We're going to start with this. It's a chair. It's a gaming chair from Noble Chairs. Thanks so much for being the first contributors. Kind of heavy. That's cool. Yeah, but yeah, that was it. We're gonna go into the YouTube comments now. Creative, of course, wrote, Reckless moving to G2 was a complete shock. But I do, however, believe Reckless deserves to win again. Great episode. Welcome Apollo as well. Yeah, so we introduced Stephanie in last episode and she's doing great. She actually appreciated very much the blooper reel for that, so we're kind of happy about that. And as for the Reckless situation, we actually know who is going to be going to Fnatic, but we can't tell you because we're connected and stuff. but we're looking forward to seeing a lot of interesting things happening there, and we will keep you updated on that as well. We have the next comment, which is from Christer Schoenbeck, saying, what about all this Zlatan fuzz? Bring it up and follow it up. I guess a lot of players, like soccer players, wonder about their rights for their face and name. And of course he's mentioning the FIFA news story, which we just covered with Walter, so I'm just gonna let him take it. God, I need to work out. Oh.
Yeah, Zlatan. It is rights and rights to your image and all that other sort of stuff, especially here in esports and the gaming world, is something that is often signed away without a second thought. You look at the contract, you see the money, and you're like, yeah, bye. So that's definitely something that needs to be more awareness around that area, especially for people like myself who are trying to make their way into the scene. Read your contracts, people. It's important. Outlaw 2008 says this show is looking better and better. That's the idea. We're thankful for the comment. It's very nice of you to say that. And if it's the truth, then we're doing our jobs. We're doing our jobs correctly. You know, the goal is to get better and better with every week, and hopefully by however many weeks, it'll be a fantastic show for you guys. So thank you. We look forward to delivering more content as well. Christer Schoenbeck once again says, I kind of like the bloopers. Good job, guys. Keep it up. Yeah, I like bloopers too. I think they're fun. Hopefully we can have a couple more of those for this episode. We'll see. All right, well, I'm stealing this. Bye.
Okay, so we're gonna be launching an unboxing show. Fuck, this is heavy, bro. We're gonna be launching an unboxing show on next. What? Not now, man. No.
That's not centered on the square, but I'll just center myself.
That's perfect.
Someone's calling me. Hello?
And then moving on to CD Projekt Red. Wait, that was fucked up. I was like touching my face and shit.
I'm at work right now, actually. I'm on camera at the moment, so the editor is gonna be watching this and saying, "What the fuck? He's such an amateur answering the phone."
So if you have Steam games where you use controller, you can now use this to.
Mm-hmm. Yep, will do. Mm-hmm. Yep, you too, brother.
Like, that's the news. Yep. People are stealing shit. That's literal news now. Like.
A little bit of a burp there. I'm gonna try that again. I can get a hot dog. This news comes following the reports that the team was in contact.
A different group called. Damn it, Alan. Remember the fucking names.
Football legend Zlatan Ibrahimovic is taking his fight to Twitter, calling out FIFA, EA, and an organization called FI. What was it? He is. I don't want to say he's attacking this. He's a bit rough, a bit violent, you know. But I mean, I guess he is the lion, you know. It's like he is coming in, taking a bite. Nice, good. Boom, bang, pow, pow, kablam.
Yeah, so that concludes Downtime episode 5 for this time around. If you want to follow us on social medias, please do so. We do actually want to encourage you guys to write commentaries because we read everything. On our Twitter, our Facebook, our Discord especially is somewhere where we chat a lot with people, and that's also where we just post the news as it comes in and then see what's up. So if you're feeling kind of like you want to contribute, maybe, just feel free to comment anything. If you want us to do a new show segment, if you want us to like comment about something, if you want to just like, ask us questions, please do. We have another show in the works, which we'll be launching in 2 weeks again. But we can't tell you about that because we probably didn't plan it completely yet. So thank you so much for watching Downtime episode 5. It's been myself and Walter.
Yup.
And we're so happy to be done for today. So take care and don't get your PlayStation 5 stolen.